everyone, and welcome to Valley Crafty Corner. This is my other haul that I was saying I was waiting for it to come in. It was the only white item, and I bought it from scrapbook.com. This is the Fiskars Procision trimmer. It's a little wider than the standard size trimmer. I'm just gonna put the other one in, and this is like the one I've been using, and I'm not sure what the name of this is, but I've seen a lot of people use it. And it's the same width-wise, like this main part here. It's just a little wider. I'm going to turn it this way, and maybe you can see the full view of it. It's a little wider this way just because of the cutting mechanism. And it was, I think, $120-ish retail. They had a deal from scrapbook.com. It was $79.99, and that was a little promotion on it. And basically, by the time I paid for shipping to Canada, it was about the $120. So basically, I got it for the same price with no shipping. That's basically how I'm kind of reading into the price of it. So, and I would have had to pay for shipping either way to get it here. None of the scrapbook stores that I've dealt with are getting this in. And I really wanted to see how this one was going to work, to see if it was as good as they said it was going to be. I've used this one for several years. Well, I guess maybe about a year-ish, almost 2 years I've been using it for. Pretty good trimmer, except the only thing I find is, I find that these here are maybe a little crooked, because I find these lines here, if I line it up, it's straight, but if I lean it up straight against this edge, it's crooked. So, I did a little bit of a test with this one to see how well it works, and, I don't want to swear, because I don't want to offend anybody, but holy S, is it ever good? Like, holy shiitake mushrooms, this is a good trimmer. They say it's going to be probably the last trimmer you ever buy because it's self-sharpening. So every time it goes across this little edge, it sharpens the blade. And oh my god, is it ever sharp. So I'm just going to show you how sharp it is. I'm just going to flip it this way, and it closes up. So it does give you a little bit more table space, but it is quite a bit wider. So maybe I'll just flip it like this just to show you. And it does have a little bit of a paper guard so you won't get your fingers cut. Not that you can get your fingers cut anyway, because it won't. It's got a little guard on it, and you can't get your fingers underneath that blade unless you have super skinny fingers. Like, if you can see, like, it's got that bit of a guard there. And it has the ruler on both sides just because I think that's a nice feature to have. Sometimes when I get towards the end of my scraps, it's nice to make sure I line it up. The only thing that I'm going to mention here is, if you can see, I'm just going to pull it up, sorry. If you can see, it has 5.5 here and 6, so your increments in here are not going to be in here. I think I'm going to just kind of measure in between here and see if this is 6 3/4 in between, and that way I'll just know for my own personal reasons that that's going to be 5 3/4, and then I'll just mark it in black marker somewhere. So anyway, I'm going to close this up, and we're just going to put a piece of paper in here. And I'm not going to do any measurements at this point. I'm just going to show you how sharp it is. So again, I'm just lining it up against this side here. If you need to lock your paper in place, you can. It won't move once this little piece is down. And then all you do is just go straight along. And I know you can't get the idea of how sharp it is until you actually use it yourself. But I could not believe how well it cuts. Just to show you, for example, unlock that. Not that you have to lock it anyway. Now, keeping in mind, this is an old blade that's in here. I haven't changed it out. But if you can see, and hopefully it'll show up, you can see that rough edge on that side. Now I'm going to pull this piece up. And you can see clean edges. Oh, wait, focus there. There we go. So, clean edges. There's absolutely no rough edges at all. And I find even with this particular trimmer here, even if I put a new blade in here, I do find I get that bit of a rolled edge on the sides of my paper, if anybody understands what I mean, if they have this kind of trimmer. And then the other thing I like about this particular trimmer here, and I'm just going to kind of double up, but you can cut multiple pieces of paper, and especially if you're a card maker and you need to do multiple cards, I'm just going to see how many pieces of paper that it will cut through. Because it says it will cut through several pieces of paper, so let's just find out. This is 4 pieces of cardstock together. And it went through 4, had a little bit of trouble. I would say probably at 3, it'll be no problem. Yeah, 3 is no problem whatsoever. You have to give it a little bit of a push. But that's pretty good considering if you're a card maker like me and you need to do multiple, like if you're doing multiple cards and you want to get everything cut all at once. That is an awesome thing because it's really a pain in the ass to cut a whole bunch of pieces of paper all the same width, especially like if you're a card maker and I buy 12 by 12 pieces of paper just because it's more readily available for me, and then the letter size paper, so I cut it down to 8.5 by 11, and then I'll cut it down to the 5.5 so that I can get the 2 pieces of cards out of it. And I just find that if I did that with this, it would go a little faster because I could cut 2 pieces of cardstock for sure at a time. So anyway, that is my review on this paper trimmer. I think it is well worth the money, just for how clean it cuts. I just can't believe how clean it cuts every time. So I'm super, super impressed. Let me know if you have any other questions on this trimmer. I've only had it like literally for a matter of an hour. So let me know if you have any more questions and I'll try to see if I can answer them for you. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.